近年来，甘肃省与世界5大洲27个国家的21个省州和20个城市建立了友好关系。从2006年每年一次友好城市交流员研习班，也成为了接收友好城市的外国朋友来甘肃研习汉语、学习中国文化、了解中国国情和甘肃省情的一个窗口。本期今晚有约特别邀请到了其中的2位学员，聊一聊他们在甘肃的学习生活和海外的风土人情。
Let's talk about the campus life in universities.
Okay.
Okay, for example, you are from the University of Tulsa.
Yes.
Okay, tell us something about your university activities.
Okay. Well, for example, the first year students are required to live on the university campus. After those first 2 years, then they can either live at the university apartments or elsewhere off campus. It's not really monitored after that. But we do have what we call a student association, which is our main programming body or our main support system for the students. So what they do is, they organize different events. If there's a holiday, they will organize, a party or a dance or something.
Will the teacher participate in it?
For example, for us, we have an orientation camp. So all of the first year incoming students, all together, the school takes us to like a camp. And so there we would have games, we interact with some of the professors, some of the upper level students that have already been in school for maybe 2 or 3 years. And so we really get to meet those new people there and just interact with each other, so that when we get back to school and start our studies, and we kind of already have a friendship set up.
Sounds that teachers and students have very good relationship.
Yes, for sure. And each student has their own advisor, which is a professor. And so for example, my advisor helps me with deciding which classes I would take next, also with job opportunities, or if I have any questions or problems in my own life, I can always go to them as well and just talk if I just need to talk to somebody, or if I have questions about the university. Each student has a mentor or a advisor to help them with those things.
After they finish their college life, how do the students in your country find a job?
It's kind of hard now, actually, if I speak for Sweden. It's kind of hard for the new students coming out to get a job, because most of the companies want someone that has worked for some years. So the government is trying to help them with different types of programs, like trainee programs. So you can come into the company and work for a lower salary.
Yeah.
You can work for a couple of years, so you get a bit more working experience, and then you can get hired to work again. But it's also depending a little bit what sort of education you took, because we need, in some fields, we have a lack of workers. So if you go to that training, then it's not a problem to get a job. And others, we train too many people to have that job, so they have a problem to find a job. But like I said, the government is really trying to help new students come in to work to different companies. It's very different programs.
What about that in the US?
For us, like she said, throughout your college career, they advise you to do what we call internships, which is kind of the same thing. You, maybe for the summer or during a break, you would work for a company and get some experience working, real life experience, which is what they look for, to see how you can interact with companies, how you are doing your work. But also we have what we call career services, which is a department in our university that serves as a recruiter for jobs. So they help us with our resumes, with building our cover letters, and really networking with other companies in town to get us jobs after school. Because a lot of the graduates from our university who maybe have started a business or are work in a human resource department or something, many times they go to that career services department and say, we're looking for qualified students. Since I graduated from this university, I think maybe one of your students could help us. And then whoever decides they want to apply for that goes through career services to apply, send in their application, and then they would get an interview and the job if they were lucky.
But what if a college graduate cannot find a job?
Well, that can happen, of course.
Happens very often.
Yeah.
Well, he chose to be a NEET, N-E-E-T.
Many
Yes,
times they would
which
move.
means not currently engaged in employment, education,
Yeah.
or training. Yeah.
That can happen, of
In
course.
Chinese, we call it 啃老族. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
啃老
To
族.
live on their parents, live off their
Oh,
parents.
you don't live with your parents in Sweden. We have a very good social security net in Sweden, so you don't have to live on your parents. As long as you apply for different jobs, and you have been member of the union, then you get a fee from the union every month, or from the government you get a fee, but you have to apply for different job the whole time. So you don't. We moved from home quite early in Sweden, so we don't live from our parents in that way.
Okay. When will you leave your parents? Maybe live apart from your parents?
I would
At the age of
around 20.
20.
When you go to college or when you finish,
University,
then you leave your parents.
What about the tuition fee for the college and universities? Will the parents pay for that?
It's for free in Sweden.
Free?
Yeah. Some private schools can have a fee, but otherwise it's for free in Sweden. Everybody can study to college. It doesn't depend on money.
US students have to pay, right?
Correct. It depends. A lot of people get financial aid from the government, but it usually does not cover the entire cost. You can also apply for different scholarships to help you pay for college, but everyone that is attending college in some way either has funding or is paying for the tuition, which usually for a private university can be anywhere from $22,000 to probably $50,000 a year. But if you go to a public university, which is funded by the state, then it's anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000 a year.
Okay. Is it possible for students, university students, to do some part-time jobs, maybe in your spare time?
Yeah,
Almost
most
everyone
of the
does.
students do.
Yeah, they
Have
have
you ever
to.
tried that?
Yes, of course. I have been working since I was very young, so I've always had part-time job during my whole school time. Even in high school, I had part-time job.
Yeah. What kind of job did you choose to do?
Well, it wasn't so much of choosing because my parents had their own companies, so I had to work. We had shops, so I have been working in shops, grocery shops.
assistant?
Yeah. And I also, since now I'm working in the tourism industry, I have been working at hotels. And I've been doing,
Tour guide.
yeah, tour guide, hotel, standing in the reception, cleaning, everything. And also this working in shops.